Hi everybody, I'm back with another video. Today I'm going to focus more on how I bring this face all together with my concealer and my highlight and everything like that. So let's see how it goes. I will not be playing music this time because y'all know what? My admin needs to get right. First she says, you ain't doing enough videos. You need to do some more. Blah, 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 this and that. Okay, I do. You need to make your videos funner. They're so boring. You should make them funner. Get people involved. Bring tech into it. Okay. I'm gonna kick your ass because the video got blocked because of the music. What the fuck, bitch? The fuck else you want me to do? Anyways. So, and then on a second note too, I'm sorry, I'm getting a makeup wipe and removing like all of the fallout when I did my eyeshadow and all that fun stuff. But anyways, second of all these motherfucking, you should be glad I'm playing your music in the background. I'm not tooting my own horn, but I'm just saying, like, people might hear that song and be like, hey, that's a good song. What is the name of that song? And blah blah blah. Bunch of haters. I know. I mean, I know everybody wants to make their money, but still. Okay. And I hope I'm close enough because apparently she wants me for y'all to see my boogers. So I hope I'm close enough. Just because her ass can't see. Okay. So wiped off my face and see, this is exactly why I do it. Look at this. Gina. Okay. This is also going to give me an opportunity to try some new things. If you guys follow my Facebook, you'll see that I went coupon shopping. I do a lot of coupon shopping for my makeup. And I went coupon shopping and I got some new stuff that I'm ready to try. Okay. So first thing I'm going to try is this, look, see, I didn't even use this and look how dirty it is already. Anyways, so first things first, I'm going to try the Stay Matte primer. We'll see, because like I know y'all have heard me say this in my other videos, I like my makeup to be matte. I don't really like shininess, although that's what keeps me young, looking young. Hey, but still I don't like it. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to multitask. Okay, so girl, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get some on our little arm here. I like to use a lot. Some people don't. Like I said, it's all your preference. Oh, and don't put the mirror in your face. And don't say multiple videos. Whatever. Okay, so I tend to focus on my nose because that's kind of where I have my bigger pores in my nose. Also, I'll focus on my cheeks because I got pores there. On my other one. And I don't really use this too much just because I talk too soon. Oh, never mind, I'll show you in a minute. But underneath my what's this called? My chin. And then I'll rub it all over my cheeks. Gotta put on my stash. Mira, necesito más. Chingao. Put it on my big ass forehead. I forgot what I was gonna say. I was gonna say something smart too. On this side. And then on my primary areas, I go over it again. Hopefully this fucking primer doesn't suck, because if it does, then we're fucked, vato. No, we're not fucked, but we'll have to just start all over again. So I'm sorry. Okay, so first thinking about, apply this primer. It does feel kind of thick. So if you guys like your primer thick, like you like, never mind. If you like your primer thick, this is probably a good primer for you. So now I think I'm kind of regretting putting so much, but we live to learn, niggas. Okay, I'll put the rest on my big ass forehead. All right. Okay, so now que vamos a hacer, hold on, let me clean this off because I don't want that. So what I was saying when I was like, oh, hold on, I spoke too soon, is one thing that I use, like when I get like this dark spot, I don't know where the fuck I got it from. I think it was a pimple. Or when I have pimples or something that's like, boom, like primer won't maybe even, concealer won't even, use it, is I use this one. It's the Wet n Wild correcting palette. This is really good. You have red, like your nose is red, or you have a lot of acne, or like acne scars that you're trying to cover, or anything that you're trying to cover. Sorry, this always happens to me on my makeup. Anything you're trying to cover, this is really good deal to use. Just depending on what you're wanting to cover, it will determine, under the eye, what you're wanting to cover will determine what you should use it for. So definitely this is good for. This is good for any of that. Y'all see it? So the color, and then the different colors are for stuff. So purple and yellow are opposite on the color wheel. So use yellow to cancel out unwanted purple spots, such as bruises or under eye circles. Any overly yellow spots, attack them with yellow. Attack them with purple. Green and red are opposites too. So green on anything red. So that's like your zits, like I was telling you about. Big zits that are like, damn. Use that, and white brightens any color, so whatever part of your face you want to highlight. I really don't use the white. I do use the green a lot because I do get a lot of zits. And then, but this time I'm going to use this yellow for this little fucker up here. I'm purple. Shit, I can't. Y'all forgive me today. Stupid! I thought this was me. So, just putting that bad boy on there. And I probably got too much, but that one. See? And like I said, I rarely use this, but when I do, so the green would be for like a red, like when you have, like your nose is red or you have some zits, and just for the fuck of it, so y'all can see, I'm gonna put it on some of the parts. Like I see, you see it? But that's because of my allergies. But like I said, I want to show you guys como usar este pinche cosa, because it's not very expensive, and if you coupon shop, Wet n Wild is always on sale at CVS, and I may do a video just to show you guys how to get this motherfucker. So like meet it right here, Store Red. I'm gonna tap, and then right here, Store Red. Where else, guys? I think that's about it, huh? We'll put a little bit more there. Okay, so there goes that bad boy. And like I said, I don't use this all the time unless I'm just like, dang, girl. Oh, I forgot to tell. Did I tell you guys? Anyways, I did a vintage look. I don't know what y'all think about it. I think it'll come all together when I do more of the, like the red lipstick. I think it'll, in my hair and shit, I think it'll come together. So another thing that I got this couponing trip. I'm trying to find the box, but I don't know what I did with it. I got the Creme Shop foundation. I've never ever tried this foundation, but I love their lipsticks and things, so I'm gonna try it. Match Made. It's liquid foundation. I got it in $29.99. Not a cent more for that dirty asshole. So $29 in the cream shop. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for cussing. I'm sorry, Sawyer. Okay. So we're gonna use the blender. Put some on there. Might be a little too dark, but fuck it. And what I did like to do, ooh yeah, girl, that's dark. Or it's writing. Anyway, I like to first put some all over my cara. Did you guys like my last video? When my admin messaged me, I was like, was I funner now, bitch? She was like, yeah, but I'm gonna kick your ass because the fucking music is getting blocked. But beggars can't be choosers. I think out of everything that I do in makeup, this is probably the most simplest thing I do is my foundation, and maybe sometimes, but my eyeshadow is what tends to take me longer. Okay, so this is enough. So what we gonna do, we're gonna put the blend in there. We're gonna get the flick of the wrist working. So when you're covering up like those greens and things, you want to make sure that you just blend it really well. I don't like to just swipe. I kind of like more or less to tap. It gets on my fucking nerves, but it looks better that way. What's funny too is like on different primers, like I have a primer that I used to love to use, and I can't think of the name of it right now, and I don't have any. But anyways, like it was so good it would be so good, but then it would be terrible, and it just kind of depended on what is it called? What primer I was, which foundation I was using. So, and you'll notice that I'll try a lot of different foundations. I just like having options. I'm just one of those options people. I don't know if I like this. What do y'all think? Oh, fuck is that? I think that was a scab that I had. I went to go get a facial, right? Never done it before, but they bought it for me for my birthday, so I went to go get a facial. And, you know, they were like, oh yeah, we're just doing a normal facial. Well, bitch, I did not know with facials that they fucking pop your pimples. I just thought they were gonna put some shit in my eye, maybe some mud, maybe some fucking cucumbers. And yeah, you know, I'd be done. You know, I'd get my little facial and I'd come out glowing and shit. But fuck no. Well, so, you know, you don't know what's going on because you have those little chingaderas on your eye. Well, if you haven't ever done a facial, you have like these little small little fucking deals, like you're like this. Anyways, and she was doing whatever, and she was massaging my face or whatever. Well, tell me why, with no fucking warning, this bitch had like a deal, like the ones that you get shots with, just like, or like diabetics check their sugar with the little NSAIDs. Well, this bitch had that, right? And without any fucking warning, this bitch knew it was my first time ever getting a facial. She starts popping my pimples, and I know I flinched, and then I flinched again. Well, I guess the thought came in her mind, oh, well, I better tell this bitch before she ends up hitting my ass or goes off on my ass. Well, come to find out, she was popping my fucking pimples, and she was like, oh, these are deep pimples. That's why the fuck it was hurting. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I probably needed to have it done, but bitch, warn a motherfucker. And oh lord, by that time I was already frustrated because it was taking so motherfucking long. What do y'all think? That's alright, huh? It's not anything like I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna go buy this every day, girl. But anyways, yeah, so that shit hurt, and it left me scars. I came out redder than a motherfucker than what I did when I went in. Remember, I have a scar to prove it. And she was like, oh, you know, you should come back every 4 to 6 weeks. So that way, since you do a lot of makeup looks, you know, I can clean your deep pores. And I was like, I thought to myself, bitch. I was like, oh, yeah. But then I thought to myself, I was like, fuck that shit. I ain't going back for that shit. I don't give a fuck if I have pores shit. That's what the fuck I wear makeup for. Alright, so I kind of got it all over my face now. Now, my thoughts on it, like I said, it's alright. It's not, I probably won't use this particular one all the time. It ain't like my CoverGirls that I really, really like or anything like that. But like I said, it's alright. It does feel a little sticky, and that might be the primer too. Because if y'all saw, I put a shitload of it. And then you see how it's leaving the streaky lines? I don't like that. So I'm just putting it under my neck so that way we can all be the same color. Normally, guys, I stop and send video, you know, one video at a time, just because I had did a couple of makeup videos and my admin couldn't edit them and stuff. So I was like, all right, you know, this bitch ain't working. I'm not gonna be working on videos and shit and for nothing. So today I'm gonna try it again in one whole video. And this motherfucker better be sent. Yeah, it's alright, guys. You know, that's a good thing about putting on makeup is, you know, your face gets darker, but your teeth be looking white, pearly white. See? I see that? What do y'all think? It's alright, huh? I need to get the balls enough to do a live video, but I haven't, so I don't know. You know, but I ain't rushing for nobody. Okay. So like I said, it's an alright, it's an alright foundation. Now I'm gonna put my powder on. And normally, I try to get the same deals, but this motherfucker's $17. And you know this bitch don't spend that much on makeup. Well, this motherfucker's $17, right? I had coupons, yeah, I probably got it for maybe $7. So, you know, for me, it wasn't anything. But I was like, powder, you gonna have to wait till we have a sale on you next time. So, if I ever get the powder, we'll try them together. If not, then Visa didn't want us to try them together. I'm just gonna use this CoverGirl Clean palette just because I don't want to take away from, you know, the powder, I mean, the foundation, whatever. So I'm just gonna do a light powder. I always make sure I do use powder because, like I said, like for this one, it was it felt real como le dice, sticky. And like I said, it might have been the I could talk for shit right now. It might have been the primer or the foundation, but either way, on any foundation or powder I use, I always, on any foundation or primer I use, I always use powder just because of whatever's sticky, it'll soak it up. Okay. So that has been done and done. Okay, I'm done playing. So, but now what we're gonna do, because like I said, this the look I'm gonna go for today is like a vintage look. So I'm gonna keep it real light on my I swear I should just go back to bed, huh? I can't even think what the fuck I'm saying. I'm gonna go real light on my couture. I'm sorry, guys. I'm looking for my my stupid shit. Oh, look, guys, I got this too. I have one of these, but the one I had gotten, the color was shit. I also got this one, LA Girls. I don't know how it's gonna look. But what's cool about these is they have ones that you can mix. Like, let's say you can't find your color. They have some that you can mix and get like your color. Like you could put blue, you could more yellow. So I thought that's pretty neat. I'm like, whatever, bitch. Find your foundation, find your highlighter, find your shit, so that way I can hurry up and watch through it. I'm gonna just use this palette. I forgot where I got this motherfucker, but we're using it because I can't find anything else. Oh, look, and I have a Profusion one. See, but this one's a nice one, but I don't really like the the glitter when I do my couture. I like it on my highlight. I will use glitter all day long, but not on that. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm getting these brush right here, and I'm dipping into this pattern right here. Alright, so I always start on my forehead. Like I said, this motherfucker's big, so I make sure to start on my forehead. I do pull my hair back, and then I do go I don't want you to go whoa. I do go a little bit into my hair, just so that way it'll blend better. Then I go to the edges, more like these chingaderas are. On here, this side too. Can you already see the difference? Like, it's adding so much definition to my forehead already. This bitch don't look like a 10 head. We took it down half a notch, so it's 5 now. Okay, now that I got some color back in there, girl. Now, I don't go straight into the cheeks. Now, I kind of do the outside. I'll go a little bit up into the ear. And like I said, all of the reason I kind of go up into the ear is just kind of to make it blend better. Because, of course, I think I did that wrong. I'm sorry, guys, if I'm looking away and not looking straight at the camera. It's because my mirror is like right here. So that's why it kind of looks like I'm looking away, because my mirror is right here. Until bitch can invest, and then that's how it's gonna be. Okay. Now I'm gonna connect these. Are you watching? Alright, go down the neck a little. Down the neck schools. Okay. So now on this part, I V it. See? So that way I can get that angled snatch, girl. You V it. V. See? Y'all see how my double chin just went away? Oh. Okay. Now for the inside, like right here where my cheeks go defined, I don't like to use a big brush because I go over on it. So what I'll do is I'll get I got this brush, and I bought these, I think, from like Burke's Outlet, where they sell like a lot of outlet stuff. And it's I don't know, this bitch ain't even named. It says couture application. But dip it in the same pattern. And then I go right here. Going into the other side. Okay. Good luck you. God, girl. So now what I'll do is I'll get like a brush like this one, and I'll just smooth it out. See? If you do too much and you're like, oh, I did too much, don't worry about it, girl. I'm gonna teach you how to cover this up, because if you see this one got a little thick, it's probably because I'm using this brush and I grabbed the wrong motherfucking brush, but I made it all works the same. So what I'm doing is I'm just making it blend a lot more. Last thing you want to do is fucking go out and have fucking lines and shit. Look at my bags. I would use concealer down here, but I really don't like using concealer. Okay, so now that we did that, we're gonna get our setting powder. And I've really grown to, well, not grown, I really like this setting powder, and you've seen me probably use it in my other videos. Is the Bake, Brighten, and Set, girl. You gotta bake, brighten, and set. Y'all see how the green covered that? It covered my redness here. Girl, go get you some. Okay, so for when I do my baking, I always use one of these brushes just because it's easier for me to just go like skirt. Ooh, y'all see that? Y'all see that? She looking slim. Tap, 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 tap on that chin, girl. And you put as little as much as you want. How good it's gonna show. Sorry, I got a hair in my face. How good it's gonna show is gonna depend on how much you use it. Now for my under my eye, my eyes aren't very big, but they just look big because I make them look big. But I'll get this corner here. Not the corner, edge, whatever the fuck. And let's tap it, tap it, tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. You know, let's not bite our tongue, but I'm surprised my kids haven't came in. Do my eyes look good? Okay. So you tapping it in, girl. Like I said, the brighter it's gonna look is the longer you leave it and the more you put on there. I like a set of white. But like I said, most of mine I blend. For my foreheads, I use a back piece. And I make sure to like blow some off. And then I kind of stamp it. And the reason I stamp it, and the reason I make sure to blow some off is because, and I still end up with some, is my eyebrows end up getting this shit in it. Okay, so let's bake. And by bake, I don't mean a cake. Okay. So normally, like when I'm baking, I'll go and fix either my eyeliner, or I'll go do whatever, or you know, whatever it is that Jesus wants me to do. I'm sorry, guys. My allergies are always kicking my ass. Okay, so yeah, me acabé de bake. And I use this brush. I used it earlier, I know, for my couture, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use it on my makeup cleaner. If you ain't got one of these, woo, girl, you don't know what you're missing. A lot of the time, it'll take off the eyeshadow, so that way if you have like a favorite brush you like to use, or you don't have very meaning brushes, it'll take off the eyeshadow and it'll just make it look a lot like you won't mix your colors a lot. Get you one, girl. Invest. You know where I got it? And I got it for $1 at what is it, Miss A, or Miss, yeah, some shit where they said Google dollar makeup, and it's the first one, Miss A. Okay, so it's ya está limpio. I'm sorry, I'm trying to be good and put my shit back, because y'all don't know normally I'm like bam. Okay, so what I do is I brush it off. Another good thing to use is, mira, what God gave you, your hand. And then, like I said, I kind of take it and rub it in. Some people just like to whisk it off because they want the light brush. But I kind of like to rub it in. Another thing, if you're kind of like scared that you're going to poke your living eye out, get that same brush you used before and just wipe it off. You know. You got to do it that flip on it. See? Or it's not going to come out right. I'm kidding. See, that's kind of why I don't like to use that one. Because sometimes it doesn't participate with you. Okay. Girl. We is getting there. And here I'll just go back and forth and try to blend it as much as I can with my so there's no harsh line with my browns. Look at us. We are looking cute. Okay. So like I said, because I'm going more for the vintage look, I'm not gonna use a come on, you said what's this? The fuck is this called? Blush. Well, I'm not gonna use a blush that's real harsh. I do like using harsh brushes, but because we don't have a change of heart. I like to use thick brushes when I do my my blush, not like that don't spread out easily. That are kind of hard. I really don't like to use the flimsy one. Let me see it. Like, I don't like, this ain't a hot brush, but I don't really like to use these. I like to use more of the hardcore. Don't be a vagina. I'm going to dip it into this palette. It's one that I got from BoxyCharm. A good way to try new makeup. If you ain't into buying makeup, BoxyCharm is a good way for you to you know, try makeup and you don't really want to spend money. A lot of the brands are real good brands, so you definitely get your money's worth. Now we're gonna blend. I like to blend up when I'm doing my blush. Do a little bit of smiling. Girl. See, y'all see this, girls? Y'all see this? You see me transforming right between y'all's eyes, before y'all's eyes. And some of it takes time, because if you see you can kind of see my brown, and like I said, I'll teach you girls. Just give me a second. But you just, like I said, makeup is all about blending. I don't know how many people ask me, how do you make your makeup look so good? It looks so like you took forever. Girl, I didn't even take forever. I go fast. Like when I'm doing it, I'll go pretty quick. And then once you know your face, I mean, it's your face, so you're gonna know pretty good on what you need to do, where you like it, where you don't. Just practice makes perfect. Okay. I'll see this come through. I'm actually not gonna lighten that. I was. And the way that I normally would lighten it is I would either get setting powder and pep. Oh, fuck. I said I wasn't gonna do it, but I did. Tap it in and then blend. And if you don't like it at all, just wipe the motherfucker off. Okay. Before I put some more, because I like blush. Okay, so. What did he say? Highlight time. So with this look, I'm not gonna do a harsh highlight. I'm gonna do a lighter highlight. Oh look, one thing I forgot to tell y'all. Okay, so I'm done doing everything that's gonna shimmer off and shake off and stuff like that. So I'll go back with my eyebrow pencil and we'll brush the babies. At this point too, if you feel like you see how I lightened my wing, and it's because of the powder fallout. And like I said, all of this is correctable. I don't want you to feel like, oh, I fucked up, let me restart, because girl, you're gonna be there all day. Just put some more. Also eyeshadow. I wouldn't recommend you do put more eyeshadow, just because then it's gonna fall on your lashes. You can, if you do. I mean, it's totally up to you, but I wouldn't recommend it, because you probably already have fallout. I don't care what nobody says. Oh, I don't ever get fallout on my lashes yet, bitch. Yes, you do. Ain't nobody just been brave enough to tell you. Okay. So if you notice, it makes a huge difference. My eyes are a lot darker now. Like the bottom of my eyes, I have a brown. So I'm gonna probably darken that sucker up. I'm sorry, guys. I don't mean to poke my nose in front of y'all. But see, what had happened is my nose is itching because of my allergies. I use my Baba. I'm doing that because my admin don't like me to do that. So I'm gonna get some of the brown that I used on the inside, and I'm gonna put it more on the outside. I also need to make sure I get another covering you up. I need to make sure I get more of a white, because I really don't like this white. So I'm taking an angled brush, putting my Babas on it. That's so unsanitary. Yeah, bitch, but I don't go and do it when I'm doing somebody else's makeup. I'll be like, here, you lick it. No, I'm just kidding. We'll use setting spray. Oh, look how fierce we're looking. And I know you may say, well, that defeats the purpose. You should just do your foundation first. No, you don't want to do your foundation first, because you do your foundation first. All that fall out. And then all that fall out. All that fell out. All the fallout's going to end up all over your face. It's going to end up in your powder. So I'm just going through with the I was going to say eyeshadow. Eye mascara is what I was going to say. With the mascara, I know you're like, it defeats the purpose of I think I got some of this makeup in my nose, in my nose. Oh, it defeats the purpose of. Oh yeah, my allergies is about to be off the chain. Oh, wearing falsies, but it doesn't. And what it found though is, just in case some of that powder dropped on there, it's just gonna clear it up a little bit. Okay. Now let's do the highlight. Just because I know she can talk shit about it. I edged my nose. All right. So by this time, what I'll do is I'll wipe my hands off, just because I'll be touching more of my face and like sensitive areas with the highlight. Because, girl, you get that shit mixed up in your highlight, you know how it is. Okay, so I clean my hands. Now I'm gonna get my highlight, and like I said, I'm gonna do a light highlight. I want a wider highlight than those. I should have had this ready. I don't know, I should have. But procrastination at its finest right here. Maybe we'll use this one. I haven't even opened it. I think I found this one at my local grocery store, and I think it was like $2 because it was on clearance. I never used it. Now Midland says, I got a drinking problem. I got a makeup problem. Ooh, look at that girl. It's gonna use her. So this one is this one. Mira, they don't have a name for it, but it's cruelty free. Okay. Like I said, you highlight what you like to highlight. I don't do really the bridge of my nose. I only do the aquí because I like my nose. So I'm just doing the corner. Normally I would wet it and do it, but like I said, we're trying to get a light look, like a vintage type look. Like I said, this is gonna probably come all together when I put on my lipstick. I'm sorry guys, I forget to stop covering you. And that's when that's gonna come together. I keep doing that because it'll knock off if I put anything on there too. Okay, so I put him in the corner. So now what I'm gonna do is we're gonna try to make this little arch. I didn't do a hard arch. Look fierce. Bring her out a little bit so she can be like, hey, I'm here at the party too. No, I ain't going to no party, but just saying. See? Girl! There. Yes, I was itching my nose. I feel like there's hair all over my face. That's what my sister does. Okay. I'm over here bullshitting. Like, I just think I got all the time in the world for y'all to watch this video. Okay, so now we're gonna put some on our little button nose. See? I don't really like to do all the, because to me it makes my nose look I'm gonna do some on my lips. So now we're gonna use LA Girl lip scrub. What is it gonna do? Any of your dead skin that you have on. This is especially good if you want to wear matte, because it takes off the dead skin. I don't know if you've ever seen somebody or you yourself have put on matte lipstick and it's peeling or it's just like cracky and shit. It's because your lip is dry than a motherfucker. And like if what are we going to do? I'm just going to use Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna put it on top of the eyebrows here and here. Like I said, I don't put it very much because I don't like the shininess on my forehead. Man, there's some people though that they can be glowing and they put it off. It looks like I can feel your energy pulsating down my spine. I am not the enemy. No need to run and hide. No, no. As the night draws near, we are animals so sweet. Feel so cold inside my head. And as the sun comes up, we are always out of luck. There's no room for you.
sun, searching for a longer day.
And then we're gonna go in the inside.
People feeling like the light has just come. We must never stop the way. Birds jumping and I hear my name, grasping into a life. Life is happy but it's so insane. We must merely make a start.
Damn it, Bobby.
Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk.
I do open my mouth to be
Savannah. Lion's gonna come. The birds have just begun. We will always take a stand for the people, for the land. Let's go back to when we were young. For the animals we stand. Let's go back to when trees were swung. Kids across the land. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone.
share. We all girls, we all trying to get enough.